Well, another video to go about talking about underground caves, underground this. Goddamn eyelashes. You see these things, man, they grow right in your eye and freaking aggravating. You start seeing this little line sticking in your eyeball. Oh, that drives me nuts. Anyways. This drew my attention due to the fact that this was in the 1900s. Hey. Where the hell you go? Uh-oh. It was in the 1900s. The entire town of Van Meter was haunted by a creature described to be from the deepest pits of hell. Which I don't think it had to do anything with hell. Bear with me. Reportedly a half-man, half-animal creature with enormous, greasy black bat wings. Ooh. I have covered another video from Mount St. Helens, mind you. Witnesses say that it smelled more foul than anything they had ever experienced, and it shot a blinding light out of its horned head. Eventually, the townsfolk gathered their weapons and chased the creature into an abandoned mine shaft where they blocked it off the entrance. The creature was never seen again. Batsquatch, maybe? I don't know why they use a prehistoric dinosaur picture here, but that's where it leads me to underground caving, just like Mount St. Helens. And man, I just looked that up again, and someone got a good, nice view of Mount St. Helens now, and you can see where if you go on Google Maps, you can see how the mountain's it's still blown half off and everything, and I don't know, man, that mountain just gives me an eerie feeling when I'm looking at it, even in a picture. Eerie. But just like what I covered, not only, of course, someone saying that they saw something emerge from Mount St. Helens after that explosion, being a batted wing man looking type beast, calling it batsquatch. I mean, everything that's been coming out lately, and just to think, just like I covered a video yesterday about oh man, I haven't had my coffee yet. The underground cities that people think don't exist, but archaeologists are starting to come about and talking about these things. It's about to wonder what's really beneath us. So I don't know if anybody's ever, sat down and really think, and wonder what is underneath all this land. I mean, there's been, stories, even here in Leominster, Mass, they have tunnels, slave tunnels that they used to run so somebody had gotten an idea with this stuff. Caves. I mean, they say Native Americans never stepped foot in caves. But yet on the mountainsides, they would live in them caves. I mean, there's a cave right here in Fitchburg, Mass. that they used to capture John Fitch. The reason why the name of John Fitch exists. And the only reason why I found that out is because of a friggin' dream I had of two ghostly figures in my dream talking about, oh, check out the John Fitch mines. So, I mean, like I say, these dreams, anybody has. I mean, if they got something behind it, oh, there was a dream. Perfect example. And how strange they make you react, and, how real they make you feel. But this woman goes on the TV last night talking about she had a dream of, now, this woman reminded me of, just by listening to her talk, some soft-spoken woman. Probably ain't never seen a day of light on the other side of the tracks, meaning you have the good side of the tracks, and of course, the bad, which I have lived on both sides of the tracks. She reminded me of someone that probably knows and is aware of bad, but never got down to the real nitty-gritty, of course, to go in or on that other side and jump the tracks. So she's going on saying she has this friggin' dream of a boyfriend or fiance. They're just, it's an engagement ring. And she's dreaming about friggin' robbers and, criminals and all this crazy crap, and her boyfriend's in the dream. And they're doing something, I don't know, they were running away from something, but his boyfriend's like, swallow your ring! Save the ring! And this is how dreams get so realistic. This woman literally, in her sleep, took the ring off and swallowed it. And then she had to wait until she crapped it out to get it back. What the I mean, you can have dreams of craziness, or you can have dreams of, it has to be ghosts telling you things. Of course, you have dreams. I've had plenty of dreams of my, friends that had passed away come to me. Like I said, I had one dream of my friend Jamie DeLorme come in and thank me. I gave him a ride. Man, I can't believe how realistic this was. And I dropped him off, and, he just turned around and said, thank you. And, I mean, these, thinking about this stuff and stuff like this that comes up, I mean, you can't dream this stuff. But yet, even if there is, old time and, dreams that tell you things like the John Fitch mines, I would have never found out a lot of stuff about Indians in Fitchburg if I didn't look up the John Fitch mines. Brought me to an Amherst 1800s, someone wrote an article. And I mean, this was so old that they were talking about rods. And rods, if anybody don't know, is what we use today of miles. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Hidden, dark secrets. And I mean, stuff like this, man, with the Native Americans and spirits and whatever the hell is underneath us, period, for creatures, aliens. You don't know what the hell's under there. And if they say so, like they say in this article, man, that they Supposedly we got this thing down in a mine. There's a cave. This thing could have used that cave, that mine, to go all the way to Mount Washington. And there it maybe dwelled. Because, right, there's tunnels, caves, and things beneath us that exist. And it's insane now. It's getting more and more. To me, I'm just, the way things are going, and I've been finding out this, that, this, and this. Man. And that leads me to Mystery Hill. My father had a friggin' lifetime pass there, but he lost it. I'm gonna try and see if I can use his name to get back up there, maybe get a free, but you go up in them, even Mystery Hill. Anybody needs to look that up. Mysterious caves that were found, and I have a book about it my father gave me. And there's like clock dials up there and stuff, and the rocks in form, and you know, like they were made to like say so them old-fashioned rock calendars you look up and stuff. You back in the olden days, I say before Christ time and all that crazy stuff. And I mean, they still to this day don't know who made the walls or who made the caves, but the caves, of course, were already there, but are built around it, say so. So, I mean, that being said, and now with things happening and being discovered, like the M Cave with Kenny Veach, that guy's still missing. And that other guy, Ron, that went in the Mojave Desert, and he got lost. Two experienced, desert explorers, gone. And it's just crazy. Just imagine what's being unearthed. And what's coming up out of these things is right. So, I mean, this is another documentary of something. I'm documenting it. And this is all in the same midst of the batsquatch out there near Mount St. Helens. And I did a mapping of it. This is in Iowa. And I could say, if you look on the map and see Iowa and Mount St. Helens, I mean, you could travel up and put a line, say so, tunnel underneath all that. And it would match up. Friggin' insane. Just to think what is under our feet. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just getting nuts out there, and more things come up. And I mean, articles like this only in your state. They come up with a lot of good stuff. So, I mean, it's there. It's just been forgotten. I mean, today's modern society, too. I'm for damn sure a lot of the younger generations growing up don't give a shit about this stuff. Don't care. And like my interviews on WZLX and coming out with stuff like this, they don't care. So, I mean, you can't surpass this stuff and let it just linger in history. Because now that I'm covering this other guy, let me get him up, and what he's written, Lovecraft, P.H. Lovecraft, and the distinctive things he comes out in this story I'm listening to right now. I mean, you can't make this shit up. No way. I think this guy experienced something, and what I forgot to mention in my last videos, this guy, was traumatized that his grandmother died. had to take periods of time out of school. But if you listen to this story I'm listening to, or any other audiobook that's out there, this guy was brilliant. He could use his words brilliantly. I mean, but he was a disturbed person. I mean, he wasn't, say so, like an evil person, but I think he's seen some things in his life, boy, is right. I mean, he was traumatized by his dead grandmother in a black dress when she passed away. So, I mean, yeah, he's seen things, but not evil stuff. And that's what makes him unique, because he writes about it. And the way he puts it graphically in this story that I'm reading right now, or listening to right now, it's like, wow, I'm surprised he even got through it. There's a lot of crazy stuff. It's just like you're sitting in the movie theater, you know, reenact. When my imagination runs when I'm listening to something, boy, I mean, I get into it. I put details in it. I put what I think I see. And yeah, it comes out awesome. And this guy telling it, man, wow, short stories and everything just like me. Blown away that this guy has popped up thanks to a good subscriber. But other than that, he's got a lot of details in the story that does lead to stuff that I've been covering. Places at that, distinctively. So I'm just blown away that this guy existed. And to come up with stuff around the areas that I've been searching. And man, words can't explain, but anyways, till that next video, be safe, take care, beware, because you don't know what's under our feet now. I'm telling you, there's something down there, and if I could prove it, I'm gonna. That's right. But believe. Always believe. Because if you don't, you're never going to see it. But I'll make you believe. Because I'm going to make you see it. That's right. Out.